Hello, my name is Jericho. This is something I decided to make because people were talking about in Corrin Court about gyro and the crazy shit you could do with it, and I thought, hey, I've labbed a ton of shit with this, so I might as well put out stuff about it because I've already found like a handful of things, and I play this matchup pretty frequently. Uh, but there is a lot to learn about gyro. There is a lot of shit going on with this move, or projectile, or whatever you want to call it. But you can have just as privileged as bullshit with this than R.O.B hand. It's like, for example, there is a 0 to death I found. It's not going to work on this stage because I have to be really close to the corner. But if you're on a smaller stage, like not Battlefield, like Smashville, it'll just kill. It's on my Twitter if anybody's seen that before. But uh, it isn't even a DI-able combo until the finisher, like that. I have him set to DI away in air dodge because I'm using a training mode mod pack. I just misspaced there, but yeah, it's not even a DI-able combo until the finisher has already happened. So like, you can also just decide that you're not going to finish with the pin, just to, not stale it or anything. And also just like, not potentially just give up gyro, because you can decide to opt for a different path here. You could just decide to up air, you could decide to like, just throw gyro again, but there's kind of no point in doing that because you just lose it at that point. Like that. That was a 58% true combo that he couldn't even DI. Oh, I didn't jump there. The thing about up air in these kind of combos is it usually puts into tumbles so they can DI by that point, but you can still get stuff. It's just at 0% where you want to abuse the fact that things aren't putting them into tumble. It's going to take him out of it. But you could still get stuff, obviously. Oops. If I didn't suck, it'd be nice. I wonder if you can get Dragon Fang shot out of that, actually. That. You might actually be able to. This is set to DI in, or not DI in, DI out. I will literally show you. Modpack wants to work with me. Air dodge. DI direction away. There's also, at low percents, you can do stuff like this where you can... That is a true combo. This is also just a true combo at 0, and at a very wide range of percents. Like, at kill percent, this is a true combo. If you do it correctly, it is. Like, watch this. I'm gonna set him to DI in so he doesn't, if I hit him, he doesn't just fucking DI in the blast and kill himself. Sometimes it's weird. That's just a true combo. And you don't even have to go for F smash, you can still go for other stuff. Like that. Like, that's crazy, isn't it? And you can still follow up off the DI away. It is very generous. what's something else? Also go for Z-drop, stuff like this. Also noted that Corrin is one of the weird handful of characters that his Z-drop side is never on the same side. Sometimes his Z-drop comes from the back, and then sometimes it comes from the front. Like that there. But generally, it's not going to make a huge difference. It might if you're like, depending on how close you are to them. Because, you know, if you're right here and you Z-drop it behind you, you could get stuff like that, but there's so much more time for him to react. When if you Z-drops like inside of him, like, yeah, that's not really one of those times it would. Why did that tip her? Also, how gyro works is that whichever direction it's facing, or like you're facing when it's thrown, it's going to sit in that direction. So if I hit him like this, he's going to go this way. Noted, this is also like, this is something you should also be paying attention if you're playing against R.O.B, because if R.O.B is ledge trapping you and say he puts a gyro down like this, he's trying to have the gyro cover roll or something else and to pop you in so he can up smash you right here. But if he has it like this, where it's like just sitting on the ledge, which also if gyro is just sitting on the ledge like that, you can, let me see if I can set it up. 'Cause it's kind of hard to do if R.O.B isn't doing it, I guess. You can do, whoops. You can buffer a Z catch out of your ledge jump. What's something I could put there that would work? Regardless, if you see gyro right there, you just do jump Z as you're buffering your jump, and you'll just Z grab it, like at the same time that I dropped it right there. That's how you can avoid that setup. But also, when you're using it to ledge trap R.O.B, it is kind of weird because his ledge hang will avoid it sometimes. It's like how some ledge hangs move up and down. His, whenever it's doing the upwards animation, it will hit him. But otherwise, it won't. What's something else we could do here? Make sure I haven't set the DI out. Yeah. You could probably find some sort of Dragon Fang shot finisher with this. Also, it's kind of weird when it comes to these fair trains with gyro because you have to not fully drift in too hard. Otherwise, you'll move past the gyro and you won't be able to pick it up again with another fair or with another aerial. What else is there? This is personally just the easiest and my favorite one to go for. If I don't fuck it up, that is. But still, that's like 56 instantly that he can't even DI until you finish the combo. And the best part is, you still get to retain gyro, which that's the most important thing, is you want to still have it in play for you. Playing keep away with gyro is the best thing you can do. But what else? What else? What else? What else? Oh yeah, you could also do these things like out of shield because you can what's it called? Projectile throw out of shield. So this will give you a faster out of shield option. So you could still combo off of combo into the 0 to death or like the 56% combo. If I stop fucking up, that is. You can even do stuff like, unfortunately, because you know you don't have any true follow-ups off of down tilt to 0, you won't be able to get anything off of this unless you like anything true. At least you get basically a reset, and that's just like a safe poke. There's stuff like that. And you can even do this at like very, very late percents to like secure a kill. And it also makes Corrin's shield pressure with gyro even scarier. That looks really goofy, considering how high up on the lance he was pinned. So you could just do, you know, tipper pin stuff. This could also allow you to tech chase. Considering Corrin's like tech chasing options are really good. It's just the issue that Corrin can never set up a tech chase because of how his moves work. Let me find tech options. Forward, backward, tech in place. I kind of suck at this right now. Yeah, I'm trash. Why is he fucking tech rolling in like 3 different times? In certain situations, you definitely could just use this to like limit as many options as possible, because if you have like a tech chase situation in the corner like this, where there's like basically nowhere for them to go, sometimes hitting him with gyro can be a little weird if you're throwing it down. You could cover like basically everything here, assuming that they tech. And even if they don't tech, it becomes a waiting game of like, when are they gonna like it's like a game of chicken. If they don't tech and they're in the corner while like you're just charging F smash, you can just decide to release it, and they have to guess your timing to like try and time a get up through it. And this is with DI away, so like, let me see if there's a situation where I can force it. Yeah, if you do this, you can basically always force him to be on stage, because he's not DIing away. If they DI up, which this is like really hard to react to, like the what's it called? This situation with gyro. So they might not know to DI up to avoid the tech chase situation, or not be able to react to it fast enough. And if you react to it, they're DIing away in the corner. You have stuff like this. You can cover basically every option. Let me try to set up a ledge trapping situation with this. It's kind of weird because the R.O.B CPU will basically always like go over ledge. So I have to do stuff like this. Get up attacking a gyro isn't the worst idea because they do disable it. But they can also do the what's it called? They can also do the jump Z catch option, so it just becomes like even more oppressive in the corner when, you know, you could just hold shield with. Oh, there's also that. You could just hold shield with gyro and just punish out of shield when ledge trapping. Like that. Like it becomes like R.O.B is dealing with himself with gyro. And then he's gonna start complaining about how his broken ass option is broken when other characters use it too. Obviously, I'm not being the best fucking representer of this. I am really out of it because I have been taking a break for like the past week or so. But there's a lot that can be done with gyro. It probably depends on how close you are to ledge with shield. It's like if I'm right here. You do have to compensate for the fact that Corrin's Z drop will not always be, you know, consistent on which side. Because if you try to read him, if you catch him doing neutral get up and the Z drop happens to be from the backside like that, then you're just gonna like be off your timing. Man, I am looking like an idiot right now. Anyway. What's some other things? Let's see how creative you can get with like a... I'm thinking that if you do get this kind of situation where you Z catch the gyro with the down tilt, and then you go for it, and you throw the gyro upwards, you could be in a situation where they're frame trapped in front of you from neutral air dodging, assuming that they do that. Because if they do any other form of air dodge, like air dodge up, down, or away, then you have more than enough time to react to that. And if they swing, what would be R.O.B's fastest option there? I guess Nair? Let's see. I'm throwing it down instead of Z. I am not making this look good, but I did also do this all off, basically, like, decided to do it on a whim. But I'm also shouldn't be jumping with the gyro toss after the down tilt. See, like, in that situation, you are definitely in enough plus frames to be able to act before R.O.B can hit you. But you can basically kind of like chokehold him into picking an option there. And one of those options can just get him killed. Huh, that's another weird angle. I'm thinking one of the options would be Dragon Fang shot like that. Okay, what else is there that can be done with this? I'm trying to make sure I don't forget anything. Let's see some low percent combos with it, I guess. Because like the combo I did earlier at 0 still basically kind of works. But the thing is that it's not going to last as long because he's at a higher percent and he's going to be able to DI it sooner. Like, see, after the second fair, he's able to DI it. Which, it seems like you could still probably get the pin there. Yeah. But they could probably DI to force away where you can't pin. Let me try DI in. DI in could probably mess that up. But in the situation where you see them DIing in, you could just go for this. Yeah, I don't know why grounded gyro toss like this is so good, but it just is. Probably could get Dragon Fang shot off that, but it's kind of hard. And I don't have like the most mechanical hands. Yeah, like that. I end up just butchering it. It seems like you could still get pin. It's not going to be as effective because they're DIing in. And also you'll have to like compensate really hard for their DI to catch them, which in that kind of situation it looks like you might not even be able to. I could there, but I doubt there was any way for me to delay that any longer to get the tipper. You could probably do some more egregious stuff with this on a platform, but that's like an entirely different league of new stuff. Oh wait, I do remember one Dragon Fang shot combo with gyro. Obviously that's not Dragon Fang shot, but the idea is still kind of there. Is if you do it a certain way, you can get a Dragon Fang shot. There we go. It's just kind of hard to get it. Also to note, you could still do things like this with K. Rool's Crown. Even though it's going to have more knockback, and it's not going to be able to, like, do as many crazy combos with it as, like, Gyro, because it doesn't have the kind of, like, hit stun. Let's see. Whoa. You could probably even get something like this. Let me... I'm absolutely sure I haven't found everything. There's probably like way more with this that you can do. Yeah, that was one of the things you could do Dragon Fang shot off of there, but I just instantly up there. Oh, I wish. Man, I wish Dragon Fang shot didn't just have such a shitty hitbox sometimes. And I wish snapback wasn't a thing. Like, why? Like, why does it turn around there? I'm not even trying to turn around. I don't understand why. Oh, that looked weird. There we go. There's probably a situation where you can charge Dragon Fang shot enough to get the kill. But that is on DI in. So they're likely going to survive. But you can get some other crazy stuff off DI away. If they DI in, you can get Dragon Fang shot combos. If they DI out, you can get Dragon Lunge combos. Like that. Which, usually, you know, they're going to want to DI in because they're in the corner. And they don't want to DI into the blast zone. But, you know, in situations where you're at 40, you're like, oh, I'm going to survival DI. I'm going to try and, or I'm going to combo DI and DI out to make sure I don't die. And they're not thinking that they're going to fucking die at 30 to a 4-hit combo. But, you know. You can also get Dragon Fang shot off that. It's just a little bit harder. If I didn't suck. You can even get like some basic fucking 1-2 combos, like using the gyro as your opener and then going for like a basic bread and butter, like what I did a second ago, like this. Which, you know, that's still good. But usually, wow, that looks stupid. I would be mad as hell if I was a R.O.B player and I got hit by that. You can get basic bread and butter stuff if you want to. If you don't feel like you're really good at gyro combos or anything, or you're not entirely sure how to use it, you could just use it as an opener and then continue to throw out to like get a bread and butter. Because like using gyro to get the opener is easy. It's the other parts that can be kind of difficult, like comboing with it, that can feel a little strange if you don't know how it works. Huh, why didn't I grab gyro there? Why? Why did it face away? Snapback is such a fucking shitter. Oh, I need to know why that didn't combo. There we go. What? Wait, what? That wasn't even set to a DI? I could have sworn I set a different DI in. Okay, so that's with DI away, which, you know, they're probably going to do at like 40 or 35ish, because they're not gonna DI in and think, because you know, this is the kind of situation where you're thinking about combo DI because you're only at 30, but you do have some like tricks up your sleeve to basically like sneak a really early kill if you can catch them off guard, or get a really crazy combo that they might panic and change their DI last second to try and live. Like, if I'm the R.O.B player, after the gyro, I'd probably be thinking, like, I do not want to continue to be DIing in, and then DI out and just actually kill myself by accident. Yeah. Like I said, this is kind of just basic gyro stuff. I'm not the best player in the world, so obviously there's probably stuff I'm missing. Wait, there's probably something I could have gotten there that looked a little crazy. Yeah, there's also stuff like that where you can just do, you know, basic hit confirm into Dragon Fang shot or pin, because there are aerials that do that. If I didn't suck. Like that. I IDJ for a lot of these high combos where I have to like go for the second aerial and the finisher doesn't necessarily need me to have another jump. Like there's stuff like that. That was DI in and that just almost killed him. Ugh. Please, Dragon Fang shot. Chomp's hitbox is actually kind of depressing. Yeah, that just flat out killed, and that was DI in. If Chomp decides it wants to work today, that'd be nice. But this combo is down throw, gyro, catch the up air, IDJ, gyro, to Dragon Fang shot. And I think you're gonna want to drift in as much as possible after this, during the IDJ, because you want to be as close to R.O.B as physically possible. If you can be, then there's a higher likelihood that you'll be able to hit the Dragon Fang shot. Yeah, I just want to see more Corrins do crazy stuff with Gyro, because this character is a demon with items. And I am apparently not good with them. Why? Snapback. Like that. That's crazy, don't you think? You also have the really basic stuff like being able to just hit confirm into it, which this is just DI in, by the way. He just explodes. Which you don't even have to be like throwing it down like this to hit this setup. Like you could just throw this down and hit this off a ledge trap situation. You could also just hit this out of like an out of shield option, you know? Like, oh, R.O.B, get up, attack my shield, or did F tilt or something, dash attack on my shield in the corner. He's going to explode now. These combos can be a little weird, but there is an excessive amount of hit stun on Gyro, so you do have a little bit of time to like delay yourself to get the spacing right, like that. I'll even do it on the opposite DI. Like, imagine you're getting ledge trapped by Corrin and you're like, oh, I'm not gonna die, and then this happens. Yeah, like, I don't understand why Gyro toss down is such a broken option, but it is. Just because Gyro is a better character than most characters. But also, cool thing, if you are playing against R.O.B and he has Gyro in hand, you can crouch under Gyro throw. He has to Z drop it. Because your crouch is so low, he will have to Z drop it for it to hit you. So you can crouch like this when he has Gyro in hand to force him to like have to get rid of Gyro, or Z drop combo to hit you. Let me see if I can get something funny like there. Actually, you might be able to get that at like 30. Let's see if it'll kill. Because, you know, if it doesn't outright kill R.O.B, he's definitely going to make it back. Yeah. Yeah, that won't work, unfortunately. Because of R.O.B's weight, I imagine he probably does not fall. I imagine R.O.B won't die to that unless he's like, even at 20%, you could just get something crazy like this and potentially just kill someone. Like, this is at 20, and he came really close to the blast zone, even though, you know, it is DI away. But, like, wow. Let me see about, this will be the last thing, I'm pretty sure. About any sort of, no, this wouldn't really matter. Because I was gonna say maybe you could, I've like tried labbing this before, but there's situations where like this just is really wonky and kind of really hard to do anything with. I was gonna say like if you can confirm into what's it called, the chainsaw for S smash shield break in the corner, to like have a true shield break and then have it easier to get the opening for that with gyro, but I'm pretty sure gyro might just fuck it up. I've labbed it before and I feel like I would have mentioned it had I known that it could work. Wow, I suck. Oh, that's much easier off nair. Like, isn't that so messed up? Wow. That one's hard, but this is so much more generous. Because regardless of where the DI in on the nair, whether or not they like DI in or out, it's really hard for them to go anywhere to stop this from happening. Oh, whoops. Just missed it there, I guess. If they DI in, as you can see there, it makes it a little bit harder, but you can just readjust. Which it might save them, but I think if they DI in, you could probably get something off Dragon Fang Shot. Yeah, you can definitely get something off Dragon Fang Shot. I think I might have gone over that already, but just for clarity, I will do it now. Yeah, you have to IDJ the gyro toss to make sure you get as close as possible. I'm pretty sure if you IDJ the gyro toss too a certain way, because I did it a second ago, you might be able to still get pinned, which, you know, isn't gonna kill, but if you're not sure about the Dragon Fang Shot, then, you know, you could always go with Reliable. Yeah, you're gonna want to IDJ forward. And for those who don't know what IDJ is, that's instant double jump. Like, isn't that stupid? Like, he's just flat out dead. I mean, haven't done anything too particularly crazy with gyro and bracket yet. I've done like advantage state stuff, but as far as these crazy combos, I have not hit any of them yet, just because like trying to find the situation can take it can be hard to figure out sometimes, because there are moments where I'm just like, I'm just gonna get what works instead of going for something flashy or just like something that I'm not really sure. Let me I'm pretty sure. Let me pull that up real quick. I'm gonna swap over to my monitor in a second to find that one particular combo I was thinking of. Let's see. What was it? Oh, right. It was me versus my friend Kyle, 2 in bracket, and I got just like a basic advantage state with gyro. Once I find it, I'll put it up on the screen. But there is a lot that can be done with projectiles, particularly like crown, gyro, and you can do some stuff with the link bombs. They're a little weird. Turnip you can also do stuff with too, but turnip, since it can be like varying depending on, the level of the turnip, it can be a little awkward. But there is stuff you can do with like Pac-Man's like fruits and stuff like that. It's just really awkward and kind of hard to find. Where is that clip? Me. It might not be posted on Twitter. Actually, I think I do remember where it is. Give me just a moment. Here it is. I will put it up on the screen in a second, if I can get the clip to stop. Okay, here we go. This is a little outdated, like it's been a while since this happened, but uh, you can do some like pretty nothing like particularly special here, but it was just like to keep the gyro in play while also like using it against R.O.B, which I feel like using gyro against R.O.B is really important. If you're not going to use it, then you should get rid of it as soon as possible because the character gets to turn into God times 2 with it. And if you can avoid any situation where he has an easier time landing like side B combos, then that should be preferable. Also, like some R.O.B players are super dependent on gyro. Uh, this is no shot at my friend Kyle, but the last time we played, I realized that he was very dependent on gyro in that set. This is Lieutenant Waffle that I'm talking about. Uh, he was very dependent on gyro in the set, so I was like, okay, I'm going to let him get gyro. I'm going to let him keep it on the ground and then wait for him to do something to go for it. So like you can use gyro to bait them because a lot of the time they're gonna want it because it's so strong, especially if you have it like especially if it's already in play, like you happen to have it on the ground or if it happens to be in the air, they're going to want to get it or they're going to want to try and hit you away from it so they can get it or that they can get it back and shoot it because I feel like in this matchup him being able to shoot it from down B instead of holding it is a little bit better because for one you can't crouch under it and it gives him more control about when he gets to have it. But yeah, that's kind of all I've got on gyro. Thanks. This might have been a pretty rambly roundabout video, but yeah, I decided to make it on a whim, so why not?